W8WKY.
This is KE8BZA, your pre-show net controller for the upcoming Beaconnet pre-show at the bottom of the hour. I've got about 23 minutes after the hour. I've opened a NetLogger window. You're free to join in there. And if anybody is just dying to get on the list before we start the pre-show, I'll gladly add you. Just make your presence known.
Kilo Charlie 0 Lima Romeo Mike, you can get me in there if you'd like to. All right. KC0 Eller, I'm clear. In Tulsa.
KC0LRM will do. We'll add you to the list here.
KE8VZA, this is KD8SLG. How you doing, Eric?
KD8SLG, KE8VZA, doing well there, Just Nick. How are you?
I'm just ducky, man. I'm just ducky. But we are halfway through House of Dragons tonight, and I'm going to keep watching that. So to everybody, I said hi, and I'll talk to you all later on. KD8SLG. Talk to you later.
All right there, Just Nick. Sounds good. Enjoy House of Dragons. And we'll put you on the list here as in and out. Clear with KE8SLG. This is KE8VZA. I've added Kelly, of course, KC0LRM. I've also added Chuck, WB4AIZ, Tom, KA8MNT. I put Ray, anticipating his arrival in the customary 10th slot, K5CFY. And then Andy, AB8MO, and grab those from the blue screen. And I see Josh there, Josh W8HRF as well. Anybody else out there, if you would like to get on the list before we start the pre-show and get that coveted front row seat, please call now.
KB8LNK will be in and out before I crash here in my chair.
WB4AIZ, in and out. No, just make it in.
KG4SCK, in and out. Hi, Ron. Hi, Eric.
All right, I'll pick it up there. All right, copy KB8LNK. Ron, got you in and out. Hi, Ron. Good to hear from you. 73. KG4, good to hear from you as well. Hope the fox hunt was a fun time. I bet it was. Got you on the list, in and out. 73. Thanks to you both for your check-ins. Also, WB4AIZ, Chuck down in Florida. I had you on the list, and I've marked you in and out per your request there. Thanks for checking in. And 73. It's about 27 minutes after. If you want to squeak in here before we kick off the pre-show, you can do so. I'm listening.
Kilo Echo 8 Zulu Romeo, KE8ZZR, Harry and Wadsworth.
W8WKY.
All right, KE8ZZR, got you on the list. Good to hear from you tonight. I am KE8VZA. your pre-show net controller, and we're just squeaking a few check-ins in here under the wire before I kick off the pre-show. We got a couple minutes yet. If you still want to squeak under the wire, give me a call. All right, nothing heard. If you're reaching for that PTT, hold off a bit. We have 29 minutes after the hour. We're going to stand by. I'm going to ask that everybody stand by for our lovely announcer to kick off the pre-show. She should be on here in less than a minute. KE8VZA standing by.
The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
It's official. QST is the Beacon Net pre-show on the W8 WKY repeater in Doylestown, Ohio. The frequency is 147 Mark 390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114 Mark 8 if you'd like to check your settings. I am Kilo Echo 8 Victor Zulu Alpha KE8 VZA. My personal is Eric Echo Romeo India Charlie. I will be your pre-show net controller tonight. This is a controlled pre-show net, and I ask that all traffic go through net control, pre-net control, yours truly, and emergency or urgent traffic, please break in at any time. And please remember, this is a net that is linked to other repeaters and other nodes, perhaps, and to press the PTT and give it half a beat before you start talking, and likewise hold on to the button a little bit at the tail end just to make sure that everything goes through as you intend and that we can all hear you. Anyway, KE8VZA here. We're going to go ahead and do our Mickey Mouse roll call. I'm going to take a break for a second, and I'll be right back. KE8VZA returning. We're going to go to the top of our net control team here, and we're going to check in with our net control operator, KE8QKO, Nick at Night. How you doing, Nick? And how's things going on your end?
KE8VZA and KE8QKO, they're going well, Eric. They're going well. Kind of enjoying a weekend of maybe getting some stuff done, but not as much as I always want to, which is kind of the way life goes. But yeah, I'm doing well, standing by, ready for the net to start up. And I'd say, hey, good job on the pre-show. And good news, we don't have an official start time for the pre-show, so we should never end up with a pre-show. Yeah, great job there, Eric. And thank you, sir. And with that, I'll pass it back to you, KE8QKO.
All right there, Nick at Night. You're sounding good on this end. Good to hear you. And we will hear more from you at the top of the hour, of course. And yeah, we got to watch. We're going to have too many pre's. We're going to pre ourselves to death if we get carried away here. But thanks for the kind words. Next on the list is KD8EPC. Dustin, are you out there, and are you going to stick around for the big net, Mr. No Responsibility Whatsoever tonight? Okay, KD8EPC, Dustin, are you out there? Nothing heard. We may hear from Dustin yet. We already did hear from Just Nick, KD8SLG, and he is otherwise engaged and asked to be in and out, so there he is. Next on the list is Josh, W8HRF. How you doing tonight, Josh? And are you going to stick around for the net tonight?
K8BZA, W8HRF. Hopefully I'm coming in all right on my Allstar Node. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to be trying to stick around. Don't be surprised if I don't make it to the end of the net, though. But I'm going to try to stick around for trivia. And I got some emails and stuff I got to send to get ready for POTA next week, so I'll have some stuff keeping me awake a little bit later. So thanks so much for doing the pre-show, and hopefully you're feeling better. You sound better. So we'll catch you later. K8VZA, W8HRF. Oh, by the way, you'll have to let me know how the Norse Fest was if you made it. W8HRF, back to pre-net control.
All right, Josh, good to hear from you. The Norse Fest went well. The attendance was a little lighter than we expected, and the vendors, we didn't sell nearly as many tables as we had hoped, and we had about 105 attendees, roughly, and the tables, we probably sold about 25% of the tables. We had a few outdoor vendors as well. Could have been better, but we're gonna rethink that and come up with a new plan for next year. Anyway, thanks for asking. Yes, I am feeling a lot better. Energy's not quite 100% yet, but we're getting really, really close. So thanks for asking. Good to hear from you. And how about Lucy, KE8YUK? Will she be joining us tonight?
Hi, everybody. KE8YUK here. I'll probably not be joining. I am grappling with Discord, the online app for sort of social media. I'm trying to make a writing forum for Catholic authors, and it is hard, and I don't know what I'm doing, and I may just give up and go to bed. But I hope everybody has a great night. I second what Josh said, Eric. You sound a lot better. Hope you're healing up really nice. And I hope everybody has a great night. So if anybody wants to join a writing server so that they can read the stuff that I write, I would welcome that. Otherwise, have a great night, everybody. God bless. Sleep well. Enjoy the net. KE8YUK, back to KE8VZA.
All right, Lucy. Well, good luck with that. I do use Discord. I like it, but I would know nothing about setting it up, so I'm not your guy. But good luck with that, and I bet you'll know a thing or two when you get to the other side of it, right? Well, thanks for checking in. Got you on the list as in and out. If you decide not to go to bed and want to rejoin, just do a recheck when the opportunity presents itself. So we'll clear with KE8YUK, and I am KE8VZA, and we're going to check on Alan, KI5DAY, and see if he's with us yet. He will be our alt trivia master tonight, but he's usually on another net before this one, but we'll give him a shout. KI5DAY. Alan, are you out there yet? All right, nothing heard. He'll be joining us. Have no fear. Okay, WB4AIZ Chuck was in and out. Thanks, Chuck, 73. Next on the list from the blue screen is Tom, KA8MNT. How are you tonight, Tom, and are you going to stick around for the big show?
KE8VZA, this is KA8MNT. Good evening, Eric, and everybody else. Just punched my ticket tonight. I'm not feeling up to sticking around. I'd probably fall asleep right after the trivia questions and not be able to answer. So with that, I want to say 7-3s, everybody. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep smiling. This is KA8MNT, returning everything back over to KE8VZA.
All right, Tom. Well, hey, I hope you feel better. Get some rest. And thanks for checking in with us. Got you on the list here is in and out, 73. We'll clear with KA8MNT. And I am KE8VZA. We're going to check and see if Ray has joined us yet. He's usually on that other net as well. K5CFY. Ray, are you out there yet? Okay, nothing heard, but have no fear. He usually rolls in when we get started here. Next on the list, from the land of maple syrup, and I forget what the other part of it is, sugar maybe? AB8MO, Andy. How you doing tonight, Andy? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
K8VZA, this is AB8MO. I got to turn down my other side because it's on 015. I'm sorry to hear that the North Fest didn't go as well as you had hoped. I certainly hope that doesn't happen with our Ham Fest. But there's always that risk. I know that the Ashtabula, there was one in Pierpont, which is up in Ashtabula County, that was also Saturday morning. So 2 area Ham Fests on the same day at the same time, I don't know. I kind of think North has been around longer. But I don't know. I certainly goes well. It went well last year, well enough that we decided to move back to the Trumbull County Fairgrounds, and I'm trying hard to promote it. So we'll see how it goes. That's in a little under a month from now. So with that, I'll throw it back to you so you can stay on time. I started off rough, but I ended up on time. I ended on time. And hopefully you can do that tonight. And the only way that's going to happen is if I shut up and turn it back to net, AB8MO.
All right, Andy. Very good. The Norse Winter Ham Fest usually does a lot better from what I hear. I only have exposure for 2 seasons, so but the 2 seasons I've been at both Ham Fests, the winter one definitely draws a much bigger crowd. So that's good. Anyway, thanks again for covering my shift on this past Sunday night while I was down at the family reunion. And that was great, except it sucked all the energy I had left. By the time I got home Sunday night, I was ready for bed, which I did. And thanks again, Andy. We'll clear with AB8MO. And we'll go down to Kelly, KC0LRM. How are you tonight, Kelly? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
Okay, KE8VZA. Thanks for getting me in there, Eric. And yes, I will be sticking around for the net. Miss it, and everybody have a good evening. I'll catch you on the other side. All right, back to you.
Okay, Kelly, very good. Gotcha on the list as sticking around. We'll clear with KC0LRM. And next we had 2 in and outs, KB8LNK. Ron, thanks, Ron, 73. And Mark, KG4SCK. 73, Mark, thanks both of you for checking in. And next on the list is Harry, KE8ZZR. How you doing tonight, Harry? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
Hey, good evening, KE8VZA. This is KE8ZZR. And hello, everybody else on the net. Yes, Eric, I will be sticking around, and I'm glad you're feeling much better. You sound more like your normal self, so that's great news. So with that, I'll turn it back to you. This is KE8ZZR.
Well, thank you, Harry. I appreciate it. Yes, I am feeling loads better. Just need to get that energy back up to 100%. I think I'm maybe 98%. You know, feels like I'm just a little below normal. But we'll get there. A little better each day. That's always a good thing. All right, Harry, thanks. Got you on the list. We'll clear with KE8ZZR. And we'll go on down to Eddie, W3ETB. Picked you up from the blue screen there, Eddie. How you doing? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
Yeah, Eric. Doing very well here in Annapolis today. We had the granddaughter, one of them anyway, came to visit us with her mom and our daughter, and they stayed for a few hours. The other granddaughter had decided to stay home. She wasn't really feeling that well, so we had at least one granddaughter with us for the biggest part of the day. And it's a lot of fun. She's 19 months old, and she's walking around and trying to talk and getting into everything that she can possibly get into. So, it keeps you busy. And I'll be sticking around. I want to hear what those trivia questions are. Some of them are pretty wild, so I want to hear what they are. W3TB, back to net.
All right, very good, Eddie. Good to hear from you tonight. And sorry your one granddaughter wasn't feeling well, but at least you got to see the other one there. That's good. So good times, good times. Thanks for checking in, Eddie. Got you on the list as sticking around. We'll clear with W3ETB. And next on the list, I picked him up from the blue screen, W8KOC, Fred. How are you doing tonight, Fred? And are you going to stick around for the big show?
KE8, VZA, and the early check-in list for the Boredom Breaker Net, WA8KOC. Good evening, Mr. Hatfield. I understand they say you've been under the weather. You sounded pretty chipper, gotta say that. And thank you for getting me in here on the check-in list for the Boredom Breaker Net. The Beacon Net. My apologies about that. Been a long weekend, and it's going to be an early rise tomorrow, and probably a little bit of a chaotic week coming up. So I'm just going to go ahead and be an in-and-out check-in this evening. But I hope you're feeling better. And as I said, thanks for taking my check-in. I'll say 7-3 to you and everybody else in here on the Beacon Net. Have a good net, Eric. Good to talk to you. KE8VZA, WA8KOC.
Okay, Fred, very good. Good to hear from you, and thanks. Yes, I am feeling a lot better, and thankful for that. My work week is going to be an early rise tomorrow to kick off as well, and it's going to be a bit chaotic, but I know we can make it through it. A lot on the list to get done, but totally doable, right? Anyway, thanks, Fred. Good to hear from you. We got you on the list as in and out. I'll clear with W8KOC. This is KE8VZA. And we're to the bottom of this group of check-ins that I have thus far. And are there any other check-ins out there that would like to get on the list? Please call now.
Kilo Juliet 5, Foxtrot, Juliet Foxtrot, in and out.
W8WKY.
All right, I'm going to pick it up there. All right, KE8VZA returning. The very first station in that last list of check-ins had a Foxtrot in it, and I could not copy the rest of your call sign. If you would, please come back and give me your call sign phonetically.
Kilo Juliet 5, Foxtrot Juliet Foxtrot.
Excellent, thank you. Perfect copy that time. Kilo Juliet 5, Foxtrot Juliet Foxtrot. Jason, thank you. Got you on the list. Next check-in, I think you checked in a second time, KC8 RBT. John, did you check in twice?
Yeah, I think I might have. But I got stepped on the first time, so I tried a second time. My apologies.
No worries there, John. Just wanted to make sure that there wasn't another station buried in there yet. It was a little bit of a pile up there. I do thank you for checking in a second time there, because I did pick up your call sign on the second time around. Perfect, perfect. Thank you. We'll clear with KC8RBT. Next, I picked up KE8MMY Chris, who was going to be in and out. And got you on the list there, Chris, 73. You said you'll be listening. If you want to jump back in, just do a recheck whenever the opportunity presents itself. And then that Chris was followed by KC8RBT and AF5JB. We're going to with AF5JB. He said he was short time. So, Matt, if you have some comments that you would like to share with the net, please go ahead right now.
No, I appreciate it. Actually, it's been a while since I heard from you guys, so it's good to hear you out there tonight. I'm doing very well. Finally got taking a little bit of break from the heat here in Oklahoma. It's only 77 degrees right now, so it's been in the 60s at night and upper 80s and lower 90s through the day, so I'll take it, especially this time of year. And we got a bit of rain early this morning. And had a good weekend. Saw the movie saw the new movie Twisters. It's all right. Wasn't as good as the original, but it was still good. Fairly well. And then go to laundry, and then tried to see the Beach Boys, but they were all sold out. And then I played Batman Battle Royale, and then a baseball game called Cruise and Blast. And then I went to the Hard Rock, ate there. Then went out there, so I went home and kind of hung around the house a little bit, had me a beer and went to bed. And so it's my Saturday night, and I was going to take it easy all day, getting ready for a whole new week. So it's good to hear from you guys, and thanks for having me on, and good to hear from you, and the City 3 out there. Have a good day, week, and a good evening as well. This is AF5JB, Matt, City of Tulsa, Oklahoma. Back to control. Until next time, City 3.
All right there, Matt. Very good. You guys got a little bit of rain. We could use some rain here. I think we're going to get some over the next few days. I know I had to give my grass a trim because it was looking pretty shaggy, but it was also really crunchy, and I hate it when it gets like that. Anyway, movie Twisters, yeah, I good to hear that was okay. I saw the previews for it, was curious. But yeah, you did some of the things I did this weekend, laundry and just kicking back. That's good. Set yourself up for a good week. So have a good week, and thanks for checking in. Always good to hear from you. We'll clear with AF5JB, and we're going to go up and work this list of the last batch of check-ins I got and see who's sticking around and who's not. So let's see. We left off with Jason, KJ5FJF. How you doing, Jason, and are you going to stick around for the main show?
Yeah, sorry about that delay. I was talking to my roommate. Yeah, I'll stick around. Not much else going on, so I'll pass it back to you, KJ5FJF.
All right, got you on the list there. Sticking around. KJ5FJF, we'll clear with you, and we'll move on down to John, KC8RBT. How are you tonight, John, and are you going to stick around for the main net?
Hi, everybody. KC8RBT. Not going to be sticking around for the big show tonight. I'm currently driving home. I just played a concert with the Cleveland Orchestra down at Blossom, heading back to Oberlin now. But my wife has been with the baby since about 12 o'clock today. So once I get home, I'll be on baby monitor duty. So I'll be listening to the big show, but I'm not going to be participating tonight. Just because at any moment I could be called away to tend to a teething kiddo. Anyway, speaking of Twisters, I was just driving past that the drive-in movie theater there in North Ridgeville, and they were showing Twisters on the big screen there, so a little distracting driving down the turnpike and seeing a tornado on the screen. But anyway, hope everyone has a great night. KC8RBT going back to net control, 73.
All right, John, no worries there. Baby duty comes first, of course. I remember those days. Our kids are grown now, but very fond memories. And that particular drive-in, I remember driving by there when I was a kid. We're all packed in the station wagon coming back from somewhere, and it was at night. It was nighttime, and they were showing. They have two screens there. We could see one of the screens from the car, and there was some steamy bedroom scene, and my mom was like, "Kids, don't look." Oh my gosh, it was hilarious. Of course, she couldn't do anything to keep us from looking. Anyway, always good memories. That memory pops up whenever I drive by there or hear about that drive-in. Thanks, John. Got you on the list as in and out. That brings me down to the last of the check-ins so far. We have, let's see if anyone else has snuck in here on the blue screen. We're going to go ahead and take a few more check-ins. We have a few more minutes before the top of the hour. If you'd like to get on the list, please call now. I am KE8VZA.
KC8, Fox Queen Victor, KC8SQV, Mark.
Kilo India 5, Whiskey Delta Mike, KI5WDM, Donald in the Osage in Oklahoma, checking in.
W8WKY.
Whiskey 8, Lima Yankee Oscar, John, North Ridgeville.
All right, I'm going to pick it up there. All right, first one in that last batch was KC8FQV Mark. How you doing, Mark? And are you going to stick around for the big show? And by the way, it was good seeing you at the Hamfest.
Yep, I was going to say that Yeah, it sounds good. Here, and Bluetooth set. And I'm going to go here and do this. And hopefully it's going to come back through now. I don't know what I can hear it keep beeping and dropping. Well, now it's coming through good. So yeah, it was good hearing you and seeing you yesterday. So and everything else went yesterday for me after the ham fest. I left and went down to Greentown. And so we'll be around for the balance of the net tonight. So KCFQV back to net. And yes, I did see some of the email from Jason about the fox hunt yesterday. So, or someone. So we'll send it back to net and KCFQV.
All right there, Mark. Good deal. Yeah, you did drop out a couple times briefly when you first started transmitting, but then, like you said, it was working, and it indeed was working well. So, good deal. Got you on the list as sticking around. We'll clear with KC8FQV. I am KE8VZA. We'll go down to our next station, KI5WDM. Donald, are you going to stick around for the main net there, Donald?
This is Kilo India 5 Whiskey Delta Mike. Yes, I am. I'll be right here.
All right, very good, Donald. Good to hear from you tonight. Got you on the list of sticking around. We're at the top of the hour. I'm going to touch base with one more station here. W8LYO, John, El Presidente of Norris. How you doing tonight, John? And are you going to stick around for the main net?
W8LYO. Hi, Eric. Glad to hear you doing the pre-show. I will make this quick. No, I'm not sticking around for the main net tonight. I just, the main Doylestown repeater was coming in strong. Wanted to see if I could hit it from North Ridgeville, and I guess I am. So I'll say 73. W8LYO, back to KE8VZA.
All right, very good, John. Good to hear from you. And I don't know if you are still on 5 watts of power like you indicated on the blue screen, but your signal was coming through pretty good. Bringing a little bit of bacon fry with it, just a touch, but 100% copyable. Good to hear from you. Thanks for checking in. Got you on the list as in and out. And I am 1 minute past the top of the hour, and I'm sure Nick at Night is ready to go. So KE8QKO, the floor is yours.
KE8QKO. Thank you, Eric. Fine business on the pre-show. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. My name is Nick. My call sign is KE8QKO, Kilo Echo 8, Quebec, Kilo Oscar. And I will be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the WWQI repeater 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is direct net, so all traffic must pass through net control. We are linked in with our friends in Oklahoma, and the new drop-in name that I keep forgetting to update my sheet with, and every time I read it, I realize I have to do that, but haven't, and various other repeaters, so we ask you to keep for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit, so we hear everything you've got to say. Before we start taking check-ins, if there any emergency or priority traffic, please call now. All right, nothing heard there. Stations that have not already checked into the pre-show that would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
LRA, Kilo India 5, Lima Romeo Alpha, JP,
Joe in Willowick, Ohio.
And I am in Elkhart, Indiana.
All right, I'm going to take it right there for a second. I have KI5LRA, JP, and I also had Bill. But Bill, you double with JP. Can you come back with your call sign one more time, please? All right, this is KEQKO. I had two stations doubling on check-in. I had KI5LRA, and I did not cast the check-in for the other station, who I believe was Bill. So if you just try to check in and your call sign is not KI5LRA, please come back with your call sign.
That was Kilo Echo 8, Zulu India November, KE8ZIN. That's Joe in Willowick, Ohio. I don't know how you got Bill, but it's Joe.
All right, thank you, Joe. Must have been my ears messing with me, so I appreciate it. Okay, and then we also have KI5TAQ, Taco Tim from the blue screen. Is there anyone else out there that would like to check into the Beacon Net? Please say your call sign phonetically, followed alphabetically, along with your name and location.
This is Kilo Foxtrot 0, Quebec Victor Uniform in St. Louis, Missouri. Name is Brian.
Kilo Echo 8.
All right, thank you, Brian. Got you checked in there. You know what? I know what it was. I heard somebody, maybe it was a triple. I heard somebody say Elkhart, Indiana, and I don't see Elkhart, Indiana in the blue in NetLogger. So I'm going to go out there one more time. If there's anyone out there from Elkhart, Indiana, please come back with your call sign. Okay, well, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe. All right, well, I guess we'll leave it with that, and if we miss somebody, they can always check back in with us. So, I'm going to open up here one more time before I run through my full list of who I've got. I'm going to say anyone out there who would like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call sign phonetically, followed alphabetically, along with your name and location. All right, I heard static, so I don't know if that was somebody trying to check in or not. If it was you, if you were trying to check in, we didn't catch anything. So maybe try to relocate and adjust your power and try to retransmit. But the four stations I have checked in right now after the pre-show is KI5LRA, KE8ZIN, KI5TAQ, and KF8QVU. That's all I've got. So if I missed anybody, I'm going to open it up here and say, if I missed you, come back and give me your call sign. I'll check in. All right, nothing heard there. Let's go get our trivia questions. We're going to start with K8, VZA. Eric, what do you have for our main trivia tonight, sir?
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA with the main trivia question. The 20-meter band was allocated on a worldwide basis by the International Radio Telegraph Conference in what year? And your possibilities are Alpha, 1919, Bravo, 1923, or Charlie, 1927, or Delta, 1934. I'm going to take a break for time and read it a second time. KE8 VZA returning with the main trivia question. The 20-meter band was allocated on a worldwide basis by the International Radio Telegraph Conference in what year? Your choices are Alpha, 1919, Bravo, 1923, Charlie, 1927, or Delta, 1934. This is KE8 VZA, back to net control.
All right. Thank you, Eric. That's a good question. I'm going to think on that for a little bit. And next, we're going to get on and talk to KI5 DAY Alan to get the alternate question read. Alan, take it away.
Kilo India 5 Delta Alpha Yankee in the house, y'all, with Larry. The rubber chicken. Sorry, he got me all tongue-tied over here. Tonight's alternate trivia is as follows. In the country of Holland in the 1600s, which one of these items' prices became very inflated and could be used in place of currency? Was it A, ginger root, B, tulip bulbs, C, raw honey, or D, the Cornwaldo bean family recipe books? Let me let this drop and I will reread it. Alrighty, one more time. In the country of Holland in the 1600s, which one of these items' prices became very inflated and could even be used in place of currency? Was it A, ginger root, B, tulip bulbs, C, raw honey, or D, the Cornwaldo bean family recipe books? Don't hurt yourself with it. KI5DAY, back.
All right. Thank you, Alan. Another fine question. We always appreciate your alternate trivia. All right. This is KE8QKO in the WWQR repeater. 147 Mark 390. Positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And we're going to start going through and talking to our check-ins. Here at the top of the list, we have a couple of in-and-out stations. That's WB4AIZ and K8MNT. So that takes us down to K5CFY. Ray, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
K8 QKO in the net. This is K5CFY. Good evening, Nick at Night. Thanks for doing the Beacon Net, lighting up our airways here. Let me see here. I'm going to go with Bravo and Bravo. I don't have a clue, but anyway, for my guesstimation, I guess it would be. Anyway, good to hear everybody out there, and hope everybody's doing well. And we'll give it back to you. Let you get down to my good friend Andy there. K5CFY, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Ray. AV8MO, Andy is next. Andy is not helping tonight with the net. He is a spectator tonight. So we'll see what he has for us. AV8MO, take it away, sir.
You just had to have a node ID right when you called me. This is AV8MO. Well, it's good to have Eric back in his regular spot and to do the pre-net properly. I struggled through it last week. I was a little rusty, but, it was okay to come out of retirement temporarily, so I'm back into retirement now. I guess we have a new presidential candidate now, and that's Larry the Rubber Chicken. So, Larry the Rubber Chicken for president. I like that one. Let's see here. For Trivium, That's a good question there, Eric. I think that I asked way back, like, when were the work bands, WARC bands, when were they created? That was a little later, but yeah, 20 meters. I know 20 meters has been around a while, and based on the answers, yeah, it is. I guess I better stop reading the blue screen here. I'm getting too distracted. My eyes are closed now. Let's see. I'm going to go Bravo and Bravo on the trivia. And I guess I'll just throw it back to Net. And I'm going to go... well, Nick isn't around, so he doesn't... No brain bleaching is required, but I'm going to go hop in the shower. Back to you there, just Nick. Or, wait a minute, Nick at Night. I'll get it right one of these days. KE8QKO. This is AB8MO.
All right, thank you, Andy. Yes, enjoy the rest of your evening. Oh, that's right. I was going to mention that because I heard the comment that Eric made about how Nick was in and out because he was engaged tonight. So perhaps if anybody talks to Nick in the future, congratulate him because he was engaged tonight. And anyway, with that, we have let me see here. We have KC0LRM Kelly. How you doing, Kelly? What do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
KE8QKO. Hey, sorry, I had a little technical difficulty there. Thanks, y'all. Thanks for getting me in there. Let me get my trivia out of the way first. I'm going to go C and C because I don't really know on either one of them, so that sounds good to me. We're really going to enjoy this cool weather down here, and just FYI for all you people that are like me, they're college football fans. We have 33 days till first football kickoff, and if I remember correctly, I think it's in Ireland or somewhere like that. So that's all I got. Everybody have a good evening out there, and back to you, and let's get some more check-ins and get down the list there. All right, everybody have a good one. 73s.
All right, thank you, Kelly. Got your answers down there for Charlie and Charlie. All right, well, that's good to know. At the start of the football season, that means that schedules of my in-laws will be impacted. They're all Ohio State people that live in Columbus. So, it's, yeah, they kind of plan their schedules around that down there. We have two stations here, KB8LNK, KG4SEK, and that takes us down to KE8ZZR. Harry, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Hey, good evening. This is KE8ZZR here. Not much happening, just plugging away here. I'm studying for my technician's test, so I've been kind of limited on time. And, or actually my free time is taken up for studying. So that's what I'm working on. I'm shooting for August 3rd. And other than that, that's about it. As far as my trivia questions go, I'm going to go with D for the main and C for the alternate. So with that, I'll turn it back to you, Net Control. This is KE8ZZR, clear.
All right, thank you, Harry. You know what? I didn't hear I heard your trivia answers. They didn't stick with my brain. I'm kind of out of it tonight. Okay, looks like we have a question mark in Charlie. Can you go back with your trivia answers one more time, sir?
W8WKY.
Yeah, the main trivia is D as in dog, and the alternate is C as Charlie. C as in Charlie, okay? This is KE8ZZR clear.
Excellent, sir. Thank you. We have your answers down as Delta and Charlie. Our next station is W3ETB. Eddie, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Yeah, hi, Nick. Been contemplating those questions there, and I have no idea, what the answer would be for either one of them. So, I'm still trying to figure out what Alan's question was anyway. Sorry, Alan. I mean, it just kind of went right over my head. So, I mean, and I guess the best thing to do in this case is to go with my standard BC. Let's see, no, actually it's the other way around. What am I talking about? It's C for the main and B for the alternate. So anyway, I was going to say BC for the headache powder, but actually it's the other way around. I was thinking C for the main and B for the alternate. So anyway, that's beside the point. Probably get them both wrong anyway. But it's good fun all the way. I'll say 73 for now. Take care. W3TV. Back to that.
All right. Thank you, Eddie. Got your answers down there for Charlie and Bravo. Thanks for checking in, sir. It's always good to hear you. Our next station was in and out. That's WAAKOC. And we are down to... Actually, before I go to the next station, I'm going to identify real quick because we're probably going to run past where I want to be. This is KEQKO and the WWKY repeater going to check in to the beacon net. The repeater is on 147 Mark 390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. Our next station is KJ5FJF. Jason, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the beacon net tonight?
Doing well. I think the trivia answers, I know one. I think I'm pretty sure on one of them, but I won't say which one so I don't spoil the party. But my answers are Alpha and Bravo. And other than that, I'm kind of playing around with the HF transceiver I just bought, a little QRP thing. I can't transmit it on you yet. I haven't met the generals, but I got it just to listen in. And so that's what I've been busy with. KJ5FJF.
All right, thank you, Jason. I got your answers down there for Alpha and Bravo. Thanks for checking with us there, sir. Our next three stations are in and out. That's K8NMY, KC8RBT, and AF5JB. That takes us down to KC8FQV. Mark, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the beacon net tonight?
All right. QV. Hopefully it's coming through. No, it's not. No, we'll make it. Well, on the main one, I'm going to do, or on the 1600 one, it says 1600. I'm going to say B, and I think I'll say B on the other two. I might come back with the check. That B, and the other one, yeah, we'll do that. And it was good seeing the people over at the Norris Fest yesterday. So I'll send it back to net. And I got my Bluetooth outfit so I can hear what's happening.
All right, thank you, Mark. We got your answers down for Bravo and Bravo. Glad you had fun at the North Fest. Okay, our next station here is KI5WDM. Donald, how you doing, Donald? And what do you have for the beacon net tonight?
This is Kilo India 5, Whiskey Delta Mike. My guesses are going to be Bravo and Bravo as well as some of the others there. Just a good guess. So I'll be waiting for the answers. KI5WDM.
All right, thank you, sir. Got your answers down for Bravo and Bravo. Our next station is in and out. That's W8LYO. And then we are down to AI5Q. Jared, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the beacon net tonight?
Well, good evening. This is AI5 5Q, and I am back amongst the land of the internets and the radio. I spent the last 9 or 10 days road tripping to Yellowstone, and then spent 6 days at summer camp with zero phone access, zero internet, and it was amazing. Work couldn't bother me. I was at summer camp with my daughter and her troop, and we just had a blast. So I'm glad to say that I'm back now. Got to go to work tomorrow, which is unfortunate, but about an 18-hour drive from Yellowstone to Tulsa, and we knocked out about 12 of those, 12, 13 of those yesterday, and just had a little 5-hour jaunt this morning to get home, so everything worked out real well. My answers are Charlie and Alpha. I put them in the blue screen a while ago, and glad to be back amongst the radio living. I talked to 2 people in like 23 hours on the way up there, because we took a different route to go by Crazy Horse and the Mount Rushmore and some other stuff, so 23 hours of driving to get there. I talked to 2 people on 146.52 and on the way there, and 0 people on the way back. I just couldn't get a hold of anybody, but there's a lot of vast wasteland on I-70 and everything like that. Anyway, that's enough of my ramblings. AI 5Q, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Jared. Summer camp at Yellowstone. That sounds pretty cool. I think the furthest we did outside of our home camp was a couple of years ago. We went down to near Dayton. That was not as great an experience I think as what you had. So that sounds awesome. But next year we're going to Sea Base, so that'll be a fun trip in the summer. But yeah, I think that's maybe tossed out on the list as something to do at some point in the future. That sounds actually pretty awesome, going out there and doing that. And glad you had a great time. Glad you got disconnected, because that's always a fun thing as well. And we have the answers down as Charlie and Alpha. Our next station is KI5 LRA JP. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Good evening, everybody on the net. This is KI5 LRA. And yeah, I'm just up here in Elkhart, Indiana. I got a motel room for the night, which is rare. I usually don't. But just gonna get some rest tonight and get into the office in the morning and make my deposit, so that they're legally aware that I'm behaving myself. And yeah, I got a big month coming up here. I know it's the middle of the month, but I'm gonna have a solid month of on the road here to get caught up from the downtime that I've had. For the trivia, man, those are some tough questions. Mainly because that year spread is just too narrow. I want to say, like, I'm going to go with Bravo, and I'm going to go with Delta on the alternate. And yeah, Jairus, as far as you're saying, I spend a lot of time on the road, and I try a lot on 146.52. And sometimes you don't hear anything, and sometimes you get a lot of comebacks. So, as you're coming into town, whichever town you happen to be coming into, if you put a shout out, usually someone will come back. But I wouldn't say usually. It is kind of tough. Not everybody has the radio on 146.52. But anyway, that's all I've got. I'm about to hit the sack, and hopefully I'll be up for the answers. KI5 LRA, back to net.
All right, thank you, sir. We have the answers down there for Bravo and Delta. Good to hear you. Get some rest. Hang around and get some answers in if you want to. Our next station here is K8 CIN Joe. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Good evening, everybody. My guesses for the trivia questions is going to be, for the main question, I'm going to go with Delta, And for the alternate, I'm going to go with Charlie. Had a good weekend and finished it off today with helping out with the Lake County Aries with their we did course support for the Lake Metro Parks Pirate Triathlon, so that was a good experience. Hope everybody has a good week. KE8ZIN.
All right, thank you, Joe. Got your answers down for Delta and Charlie. I'm going to identify you real quick. This is KEAQKO and the WWQR repeater going through the check-ins to the Beacon Net. The repeater's on 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. Our next station is KI5 TAQ Taco Tim. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Well, good afternoon, or I should say good evening, guys. This is KI5TAQ. I'm going to get right to the point. Main trivia question answer. I'm going to go with B. And for for the alternate trivia question, I'm going to go with D. Just to humor troublemaker out there. No, Alan's saying one thing, and no, that's not tonight. Besides that, I may have a short work week this coming week. But anyways, I'm going to have me take care of some other things with family later on down the week as well. So y'all take care, and I'll let you get on down with the net. This is KI5TAQ.
All right, thank you, Tim. I'm confused on your answers. We have your answers on NetLogger as Charlie and Delta. Can you verify those are correct?
You asking me?
Yes, sir. I want to make sure that I heard you, well, that my NetLogger heard you correctly versus what I thought I heard.
Okay, well, I'm going to go with Charlie and Delta. Charlie for the main trivia and Delta for the alternate to just humor Alan. I know he's humorous, and he's always finding something with Cornwaldo bean. That's what I'm going to say. This is KI5TAQ.
All right, thank you, Tim. See, that's why I have Eric. He gets things right when I don't get them right. So thanks for checking in, Eric. Got your answer down there for Charlie and Delta. And our next station is KF0QVU. Brian, how you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
This is Kilo Foxtrot 0, Quebec Victor Uniform. Good evening, everybody. Those are some tough trivia questions, but I think I'm going to take a guess on the main question. I'm going to go with Alpha. And the alternate question, I'm going to go with Bravo. And not much going on today here in the outskirts of St. Louis. I did attend my first Ham Fest out in Washington, Missouri. And it was good. There was a lot of people with equipment for sale, and I was kind of hoping for some more modern stuff. A lot of the stuff was old vacuum tubes and stuff that was probably made before I was born.
and I was wanting to kind of get my hands on some newer things and check some stuff out since I'm kind of new to this, but it was a good experience, and I got to see a couple of nice folks. So yeah, overall, everything's good. KF0QVU, back to the net.
All right, thank you, Brian. We have your answers down there for Alpha and Bravo, and I'll say you're right. Sometimes you go to a ham fest and it's just stuff that you don't know. If you have any idea what it is, you've never touched it, you're not going to touch it. But I will say, especially if you walk around with somebody who's more knowledgeable than you, say like AV8MO, you're bound to learn something that you didn't know when you walked into it. So that's always a good thing as well. But glad you got out there and met some new people and had a good time. Our next station is KO5SIE, Aussie. How you doing, Aussie? And what do you have for the beacon at tonight?
Well, what I have for the BeaconNet is the ability to join the BeaconNet tonight. Didn't think I was going to be able to with all the IT problems that have been going on over the weekend with or since Friday with that whole CloudStrike stuff. So the customers have kept me busy, and I had Sunday off. Got to actually join a couple nets tonight. So just enjoying that.
Yeah, I got fortunate. I didn't. That didn't affect me at all. So my day on Friday was very, very relaxed compared to, I imagine, a lot of people's jobs. I didn't get your trivia answers there, Aussie. Do you want to come back with them, or did you hear our trivia?
Copy that. My trivia answers are A, 1919. I'm going to go for that, and then I'm going to go with Charlie on the raw honey.
Sir, you got your answers down for Alpha and Charlie. Thanks for checking in with us there. You get some rest. Our next station is K6KJV. Kevin, how you doing, Kevin? What do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
Well, hello, Nick and Nate and everybody else on the net. This is K6KJV here in Valley Springs, California. And no, I'm not going to look at the blue screen, okay? I was eating dinner earlier, and please don't tell Larry we barbecued up some chicken wings, and it was good. But, yeah, I heard that Larry and Alan were running for president and vice president, so Larry Allen ticket for 2024 got my vote, and so as far as the trivia goes, I'm going to go with my old standby, Double D, Delta, and you know, them Cornwaldo Bean family recipe books, them recipes, they're awesome, and they'll do a body good as long as you stay with the original recipe, but if you change it, things start falling off.
So how effective are the best ad blockers at blocking malware? In order
before I get in trouble, and I'm going to turn the mic back to you there, Nick, from K6KJV.
W8WKY.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Got your answers down there for Delta and Delta. And thanks for the warning about Cornwaldo Bean recipe. I almost always change the recipe at least a little bit whenever I use it, so I'll avoid those Cornwaldo Bean ones. Good, bad. All right, next station is KQ4IZV James. How you doing, James? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
This is KQ4IZV. How you doing, Nick? Not too much today, actually. It's been kind of cruddy out this evening, so we haven't did too much. Just kind of hanging around with the pets, walking the night so I can go to bed. But, yeah, I thought I'd hop on here and see if I could see the trivia, but I missed out on all that. I'm going to have to go to Kevin as well and say double D for my trivia. Anyway, I just thought I'd hop on and say hello, and have a good night, everybody. 73, this is KQ4IZV, out.
All right, thank you, James. Thanks for checking in with us there, and we always appreciate it. And we have your answers down as Delta and Delta. That's right, this is KEQKO, the WWQR repeater. 147 Mark 390, with a positive offset, a PO tone of 114 Mark 8. I'm ready to take some new checkers. Anyone out there who would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
This is KG5SYC with KF5ADE, the long-lost Cibolo group.
Kilo Echo 8, Zulu Romeo Mike, KE8ZRM, Scott in Illyria Mobile, and I'll be in and out.
All right, sounds good. We have KC5SYC, Miss Sandy, KF5ADE, Nickelodeon. Thank you, Phil. I heard you in a while. I was wondering where you've been. I imagine you'll have a story for us, so I'm glad to hear it. And we have K8ZRM, Scott, who is in and out. Let's go up and talk to KG5SYC. Sandy, how you doing? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
This is KG5SYC, and hello, Net. Yeah, we've been missing. We've been in Colorado, messing around with the kids and the grandkids, and having a good time up there, and just enjoying family from all over. And Miss Sandy is headed for Ohio come Thursday, leaving Nickelodeon back at home to take care of the other grandkids. So we're going to do a split job and take care of the grandkids far and wide, I guess you could say. Didn't hear trivia, but the two answers I did hear was double D. So, hey, Justin, you've got to be double D. So that's what I'll go with, just because everybody else is. Sometimes I go AD, but I'll go DD. So I guess if y'all want to see me, I guess I'll probably have my 2-meter radio, and I'll have GMRS around, and we'll see which one I can pick y'all up on around town. This is KG5 SYC.
All right, man, Phil. Thanks for checking in with us there. It's a bit to unpack. I'm glad you had time in Colorado with the family and enjoyed it. It's always good. But I'm going to say, you're leaving Nickelodeon home alone. Do you have like a webcam stage set up in the house so you can see what he's doing and make sure he's doing it right? Might be worth investing in if you haven't done that yet before you leave. As far as meeting with people when you get here, next weekend, since you're heading up Thursday, but next weekend the club is doing a POTA event, and it's going to be closer to where your kids are than the west side of Akron is. So they're going to be out West Branch State Park, which isn't very far from where you're going to be at all. So if you want to look that up on the website, feel free to go ahead and do that, and maybe be able to meet up with people and see them. I won't be there, unfortunately, but a lot of people will. And as for trivia, I'm going to go up and get that trivia reread because we haven't done that yet this whole night. So we're gonna go up and talk to K8VZA, Eric. We're going to have him read the main trivia, and then I'll go to Alan and get the alternate question read for us again. So Eric, take it away.
This is KE8VZA back with the main trivia question. The 20-meter band was allocated on a worldwide basis by the International Radio Telegraph Conference in what year? Choice Alpha, 1919, Bravo, 1923, Charlie, 1927, or Delta, 4. KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right, thank you, sir. Let's go ahead and talk to KI5DAY to get the alternate question right. Alan, take it away.
Hey, I5DAY and Larry the Rubber Chicken. Yeah, tonight's alternate trivia question again. Here we go. Hang on to your hats. In the country of Holland in the 1600s, which one of these items' prices became very inflated and could even be used in the place of currency? Let me reread that question. In the country of Holland in the 1600s, which one of these items' prices became very inflated and could even be used in the place of currency? Was it A, ginger root, B, tulip bulbs, C, raw honey, or D, the Cornwaldo bean family recipe books? KI5DAY, back to you.
All right, thank you, Alan. Let's go ahead and talk to Miss Sandy again and see if she wants to stick with her answers. Sandy, take it away.
This is KG5SYC. Oh, Ellen, we can't go with Colonel Cornwaldo bean. But so I guess we're gonna have to change that answer to B because of my Dutch heritage. I've got to go with those tulips, you know. There you go. And for the main trivia, the D answer blurted out, kind of went static, so I'll stick with D just because I didn't really catch a good, clear copy on that, but I didn't like any of the other answers either. So yeah, we'll go with D and then B for Alan. This is KG5SYC. Back to net control.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Got your answers down there for Delta and Bravo. Let's go and talk to your other half. KF5ADE, Nickelodeon. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beacon Net tonight?
Good evening, Net. This is KF5ADE. And yes, I will be unsupervised. Not really completely unsupervised. We'll have our eldest son, and he'll be able to help me out a little bit and keep an eye on me and keep me from burning the kitchen out. So we'll be good. It's not like I'm not domestically trained, so I can do quite a bit of stuff without any problem, without minimal supervision. Since Sandy won't be around, she won't be having to do it her way. I'll be able to do it my way. And, well, we'll just let that one go. No sense in starting a fight there. At any rate, let's see. The trivia question, I'm going to go with B and B because I think Sandy's absolutely got a good idea with the thought on the tulip bulbs, but I like the 1923 B answer, so I'm going to go with B and B. So there you go. We'll go for a B and B type location, and return it back to you guys. KF5AD, back to net control.
All right, thank you, Nick. You have your answers down there for Bravo and Bravo. And I know you have more experience in this realm than I do, and I'm going to say that coming up on 18 years tomorrow with my wife, I've learned that whether she's there to see me or not, if I'm not doing it her way, I'm still doing it wrong. So that's a lesson learned, a lesson to learn, and keep in the back of your mind. Thank you, sir. Sorry we won't be able to see you when Sandy's up here. But yeah, Have fun with your eldest son. Our next station is KE8ZRM, who is in and out. And then we're back down at the bottom of our list. This is KE8QKO and that's WWKY repeater 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8, ready to take some more check-ins. Anyone out there who would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. Okay, nothing heard there. Let's go up and talk to our net control team. We're going to start with K8VZA. We'll get his comments. We will not get the trivia answers yet, but we'll see what's going on with Eric this weekend. Sounds like he had a pretty good weekend. I'm guessing we're all going to hear about it. So, Eric, take it away.
KE8QKO in the group, KE8VZA here. Hey, I had a pretty good weekend. We had the Norris Club had their summer ham fest, and it went okay. We only sold about 25% of the tables. We did have about 105 or so attendees come through the place. So it was like a steady stream of people. It was good to see the people that I did see, and some of the couple Sarah people, handful of Sarah people came up. We had Mark FQV and Just Nick and Ron, KB8LNK were there, and oh shoot, what's his call sign? John WO3X. He was there as well. So yeah, it was good. It was good. We had a fire drill in the middle of it, which I don't know if it was a drill or not. The fire department was there in full force from the city of Elyria, Elyria's bravest. But we got the show back rolling after that. I'm going to take a break for time. I'll be right back. KE8VZA returning. I'm not going to read the trivia answer yet, but for Alan's question, I'm going to go with Charlie for raw honey, and we'll see how that one works. Sounds like a good currency item there. Has some medicinal properties too, I hear. Anyway, that's about it. Got quite a few things off the to-do list done this weekend. Didn't get everything done, never do, but got quite a bit done. So I think we're set up for a good week coming out here, and hope everybody else has a good week as well. KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right, thank you, sir. And I'm glad you had fun this weekend. Sorry I wasn't able to make it up there. You know what? I always want to go to a ham fest, and I'm going to tell you, every time one of them comes up, I'm like, I want to go to that ham fest. And then something happens and I can't go. And it happens all the time. I'm still on the fence of going to, well, not on the fence, but it's still kind of pushing myself, saying I need to go to the Warren Ham Fest because I promised like the last 2 years in a row that I was going to go and I didn't go. So I keep trying to push myself to see if I can squeeze that in on one of my weekend, whatever weekend it comes in, and hopefully not be too busy. But thank you, sir. Good to hear you. Thank you for doing the trivia and the check and the logging and the pre-show and all that you do. Next, we're going to talk to, since he's not really marked as in and out, but he has no responsibilities. We'll see if he's out there. KD8EPC Dustin. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the evening tonight? Or the net tonight? All right, nothing heard there. It's possible Dustin turned into a pumpkin because he does that on Sunday nights because he has to work tomorrow. All right, KD8SLG, Just Nick. He's engaged this evening, so he's not going to be with us. Looks like HRF Mr. Lucy may be around. Let's see if he's out there and see if Josh has any comments for the net.
K8QKO, W8HRF. Good evening, Nick and Eric. Let's see. My trivia answers, I'm going to go with Bravo and Charlie. Bravo and Charlie. I don't remember what those were. Let's see. 1923 and
honey, I think, for Alan's there. So, let's see, what else did I have? I'm just, I finally had this basket of laundry in the bedroom that has not been folded for way too long, and so it's just all my laundry, because Lucy actually puts hers away, but I come home from work and I don't want to do that. So I finally put it all away. So that took absolutely forever, like half the net. And then now I am finally sitting down here and I'm typing out some emails. So that's what I'm doing. Looking forward to POTA next week, the 27th, Saturday the 27th, out at West Branch. If anybody wants to come and stop by, we'll be there from 9 until 3 at the East Boat Launch Shelter, and P-Cars will be at Lake Milton at the, I think it's like the Harry Mitchell or Harry Michelle picnic area. My understanding is Cuyahoga Falls Club will also be activating a park. I'm not sure which one, but so we got a couple of clubs doing this multi-club activation, so that should be really good. And there's an announcement on the Sarah website if anybody's interested. So that's what my time in my note out. Let's see, I don't have too much else. Just getting ready for work tomorrow, and I think that's it. So with that, I'll say 73s to everybody. Have a wonderful night and a good start to the week tomorrow. So thanks for picking me up, Nick, and good to see you all at the meeting last Thursday. So we'll say 73s. K8 QKO W8 HRF.
All right, Josh. Thank you, sir. Nice to see you as well. So I'm a little sad that my 50-50 raffle ticket didn't get picked, but you know, it is what it is. But anyway, yeah, congratulations on the laundry. I get in that boat a lot more than I'd like to myself, so I totally feel your pain. We have your answers down with Bravo and Charlie, and we will talk to you later. Your better half is marked as in and out, so I'm going to just leave her as in and out. If she wants to come back, she can always recheck. And we're going to get out and talk to KI5DAY Alan. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the Beaconette tonight?
Forgot to say earlier what I picked, but I did pick a C, I think it was, for 1927. And, man, it's been a busy day. I had to reinstall a ICOM 2730A in my charger today. I have a little DB20G in the Jeep, but I went with the ICOM 2730A back in the charger because I was having trouble with the other radio. That was nice. Got some old scrap wood burned, and what else? Man. I was talking about, you know, I have trouble sleeping sometimes. It's a nice trait that I've inherited and always had some struggles with, and last two nights is no exception to the rule. But the question I have that's an alternate to the alternate question, maybe some people can ponder, is how do you prepare yourself for the rubber band man? So maybe somebody can come up with a good answer for that. But all is good. It's been a great day. It was a little cooler today in Oklahoma, and I was digging that and enjoying it. So I'll shoot it back to you. Hi, Nickelodeon and Sandy. I just want to say hi to them. They're good peoples. I enjoyed visiting them when they came to Oklahoma. Back to you, KI5DAY and Larry, the Rubber Chicken. Back to you.
You have to stretch for the rubber band man.
All right. Thank you, Alan. Thanks for the alternate trivia questions always. As far as the rubber band man goes, I don't know if I'd stretch for him, but I sure as heck would bring a pair of scissors along. Hopefully make short work of that problem. And yeah, sorry you weren't able to sleep very well. That's one thing I don't usually struggle with too much in sleeping. Is 9 times out of 10, I pretty much go to sleep and I stay asleep until I have to get up in the morning. But I still sleep longer than I should. Sometimes I do have trouble sleeping. That seems to be more of as I've gotten older. It feels weird. I've gotten into my 40s. I still have a few mid-40s now. I'm starting to have like a couple of nights where I just have trouble going to sleep. I never used to have that problem. I could sleep through a freaking freight train going through my room. It wouldn't be an issue. So I guess I kind of understand that. But yeah, it's good to have you on the island. Always appreciate it. This is KEQKO on the WWQR repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PO tone of 114 Mark 8. And we are ready to take some more check-ins. So anyone out there that would like to check into the BeaconNet, please say your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location. All right. Well, nothing else heard there. I guess nobody else wants to check in. So let's go up and talk to Eric and get the answer for our primary question. Eric, take it away.
KE8QKO in the group. This is KE8VZA with the main trivia question answer. So the 20-meter band was allocated on a worldwide basis by the International Radio Telegraph Conference in what year? The correct answer is Charlie, 1927. And a little bit of backstory, the band was allocated on a worldwide basis by the aforementioned International Radio Telegraph Conference in Washington, D.C. on October 4th, 1927. Its frequency allocation was initially 14 through 14.4 megahertz, and then it was later reduced to 14 through 14.35 megahertz by the International Radio Conference of Atlantic City, New Jersey in 1947. So they tightened it up a little bit on the top end there. But that's your answer, 1927, Charlie. KE8VZA, back to net control.
All right, thank you, sir. I got that one wrong, but that happens. Oddly enough, I've heard that question before, so I still got it wrong. Oh well, and again, that happens. Let's go down and talk to KF5, DAY Allen. How you doing, sir? And what do you have for the BeaconNet tonight?
KI5DAY returning. And just to be clear, I've already given what I had for the BeaconNet tonight, but you did want the answer, correct?
Yes, sir. Words are not my strong suit. Give us the answer.
Nice comeback. I like that. I'm going to write that one down. Word salad. Man, what did I have? The answer for tonight's trivia question, I have to say, there was only one person who picked the letter A. And I will say I'm proud of Juris for picking the letter A, because if you think about it, ginger root, even in America today, in some places in certain mountainous regions in the South, can bring you a pretty penny. It can bring you quite a bit of money if you can find enough of it. So bravo to Juris for being the only one who picked A, although that's not the right answer. Oh, for all those who did pick B, and many of you did, those who looked it up and those who didn't got it right. The correct answer for tonight's trivia question is tulip bulbs. So in Holland in the 1600s, for some weird, strange reason, tulips and tulip bulbs became a very big thing. And even today in paintings from the 18th and 19th centuries, paintings from the Dutch, they were really, really big into tulips. So yeah, this is a rather strange one. And when I looked it up, I was like, what in the world? Yeah, I guess in the 1600s, the price of tulip bulbs in Holland soared. It says a single bulb could cost more than a house, and in some cases, tulip bulbs were used as a form of currency. Single bulbs would be sold multiple times, and investors would buy the rights to tulips yet to be grown, and it created a futures market. So how strange is that? Even Larry got excited over that one. Yeah, it's pretty crazy stuff, but great net as always. It's been a great day, and I'll shoot it back to you. KI5DAY all day long. Back to you.
All right, Alan. Thank you for the fine question. I will say, Jairus was not the only one who picked A. I just forgot to say what my answers were, like I sometimes do. And my answers were, as I wrote them down, Bravo and Alpha. So while I didn't say A before you gave the answer, my answer was going to be A, or would have been A if I would have said it. So then I still would have been wrong. And Jairus would have been the only one. My thought there was, I know Holland tends to flood a lot, so I thought maybe they had like a major flooding event that caused some shortages that would have been the issue. So I don't know, that was my thought on the matter, but I guess I could apply to anything growing in the ground. Well, thank you again, Alan, for the fine trivia question or alternate trivia question that we always appreciate. And I'm going to say this is KEQQ and the WWKR repeater, 147 Mark 390, positive offset with a PL tone of 114 Mark 8. And if anybody out there would like to check in after we've read the trivia here, got the answers, or have a recheck, now's your time to do it, because after that I'm going to close it down. So go ahead with your call sign phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Kilo Fox 8 Alpha November Romeo Gary Wellington, Ohio, in and out.
Okay, Steph, recheck.
Kilo Fox 8 ANR Gary Wellington, Ohio, in and out.
All right, I have KF8ANR Gary in and out, and I have a recheck from KC8FQV. So, Mark, go ahead with your recheck.
All right, KSFK. Yeah, I was just doing a thing on the computer, I need to do the two-factor verification authentication, You put your password in, and they send you a code on your phone, and you enter that code in. And I was just, I've put all the time because I have a lot of things and I like the two-factor authentication. It works well. But I was just scratching my head a little bit. The last one I got, same number, is my prescription stuff, and then I just did one now for the durable goods that came from the same number, and they're two different companies. It's just interesting how they some of this technology works. How do they do it? Because they're two different total companies, but it came through from the same code number that's in it. I just had a comment there. KSFQV back it goes, and there's one more after me, I think. Hopefully you picked it up. KSFQV.
All right, yes, sir. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, we did. He was in the in and out check-in, so we got him in there. And yeah, thanks for checking back with us. Okay, I'm gonna say I'll do one more. I know I usually don't do one more, but I'll do one more. Anyone out there that likes to check into BeaconNet or have a recheck, please say your call sign phonetically, followed alphabetically, along with your name and location.
W8WKY.
W6DGH.
W6DG8. How you doing, sir? Welcome back to the BeaconNet. What do you have for us tonight?
I'm just in and out tonight, checking in from Santa Fe, New Mexico on a road trip. So just in and out and enjoying listening to the conversation. Over.
Copy that, sir. Did you say your call sign was W6DGA or Whiskey 6 Delta Golf Alpha, or was it Whiskey 6 Delta Golf 8?
Whiskey 6 Delta Golf Hotel, and the name is David. Whiskey 6 Delta Golf Hotel.
All right, copy, sir. Thank you. We got Whiskey 6 Delta Golf Hotel. Sorry, at first I thought you were somebody else, and they had a very unique international call sign. That's where I thought I heard the 8 at the end of it. So we got it all sorted out. I appreciate it there, David. It's good to hear you, and thank you for checking in and out. You're welcome to check back with us anytime. We're on the net 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the WWKR repeater, 147 Mark 39. Oh, you don't, where you're at, you really don't care about the repeater. You probably care more about the... care more about the Allstar Node of 48496 or Echolink WWKY-R. But anyway, thank you for checking with us there, sir. Always appreciate it. And, yeah, so I'm going to break for time.
All right. Thank you for having me check in. I will definitely check back. And yes, from Santa Fe tonight, I am not on the repeater, unfortunately. I'm coming in on Allstar. Have a great night, everybody. 73 from Whiskey 6 Delta Golf Hotel.
All right. Thank you, sir. And with that, I think we're going to close this thing down. On behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, KEAVZA, KD8SLG, KD8EPC, KI5DAY, W8HRF, and K8YUK, I'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us for the next edition of the BeaconNet on Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on the W8WKY repeater, Allstar Node 48496, and Echolink W8WKY-R. You're welcome to join us on the Barometer Net, also on the WWKY repeater, every morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, except for Sunday. Don't forget to check out our friends on the Boredom Breaker Net, every day at noon Central Time, on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. You've been listening to the BeaconNet. This is K8QKO. Return the repeater to normal and customary amateur radio use at this time, 73 all.
W8WKY. 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 Repeater PL1 14.8.